Hey APUSH students, this is Mr. Laubach. I hope you're having a great day so far. In this video, I want to go over the stimulus-based multiple choice questions which you can expect on the big APUSH test. So what we'll talk about, what are stimulus-based multiple choice questions, and what are some good strategies for being successful at answering them. So first, what is a stimulus-based multiple choice question? It is a multiple choice question that is connected to a stimulus. You can see a picture of one right here. For each question, you will have 4 multiple choice options, A, B, C, and D. Now, what will the stimulus be? The stimulus might be a primary source excerpt, a secondary source, a political cartoon, a chart, a map, a text of a law, a constitutional amendment. It can basically be anything. And usually there are 2 or maybe 3 multiple choice questions attached to each stimulus. On the big test, you will be given 55 multiple choice questions and 55 minutes to answer those questions. So obviously you'll have an average of 1 minute per question, and that includes reading the excerpt. The multiple choice section makes up 40% of the total big APUSH test. So let's talk about tactics. Here is a commonly used tactic that I would certainly recommend. There's 3 steps. First, read the questions and the multiple choice options. You may even know the answer without reading the stimulus. I would recommend marking up the questions and the answers and underline key terms that you think will help you answer it. Second, read the attribution. The attribution is who wrote the excerpt, where it is from, the year it is from. This type of information can be very helpful because you may be familiar with the stimulus. You may be able to answer the questions just by knowing the attribution. Third, read the stimulus carefully, but don't spend too much time on it. You are allowed to mark up the stimulus and underline or make notes on anything you'd like. So skim over it carefully, but do not spend too much time reading it. After you have done that, then go back and actually answer the questions. Typically, those that make the APUSH test will provide 2 obviously wrong answers of the 4 options. So some people like to eliminate the wrong answers first and then be left with the correct answer. Or eliminate obviously wrong answers and then, worst case scenario, you can make an educated guess on the remaining options. So in conclusion, here are some odds and ends to think about regarding stimulus-based multiple choice questions. Make sure you answer all of the questions. Even if you completely run out of time, go back and fill in answers for each question, even if it's just a guess. As a general rule, you want to stick with your first answer that you come up with unless you are absolutely sure that it is incorrect. Plus, you really don't have time to go back and rethink too many answers. I would recommend to go with your gut. Keep in mind that in the multiple choice section, you only need to get about 75% of the 55 questions correct in order to still be on pace to get a 5 out of 5. Last but not least, make sure you practice the stimulus-based multiple choice questions. We will do it in class frequently, but make sure you practice it on your own as well. There are plenty of sources online and prep books which have many multiple choice questions you can practice. And who knows, maybe you'll see one of those questions on a future test, or one very similar to it. So I hope this information helps. I hope you learned something, and I hope you better understand the stimulus-based multiple choice questions. I hope you have a great rest of the day.